A very good evening once again. Welcome to the second edition of News Tonight. It's me, Michael Jordan LUKOMWA, with Elizabeth Nakakoni. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has pledged to fund innovations by the youth entrepreneurs if they have a clear business perspective. While officiating at the 4th National Youth Business Forum and Expo at Kololo Independence Grounds, Museveni advised the youth to produce for the East African Community Market, African Market and the Ugandan Market.
38% of Ugandans between 14 to 34 years are engaged in an entrepreneurial activity. These face a challenge of access to cheap finances and incentives to have their businesses sustainable. The Parliamentary Youth Forum has organized the 4th Youth Business Forum that looks at addressing these challenges of entrepreneurs, innovators, manufacturers and those engaged in economic production. President Yoweri Museveni toured the exhibitions at Kololo Independence Grounds and appreciated the innovation in science by the youth, like making disinfectants.
And I'm glad some of the young people were involved in the medical, using the traditional herbs to there was one who was making anti-eczema. The one who was making anti-eczema from Omugavu.
He questioned why the youth have not yet accessed money that government put for them in Uganda Development Bank.
The funding for your innovations. Of course, there is already money in UDB. We are putting that money there. But why can't the youth access it? We shall meet and we shall definitely fund these innovations if they have got a clear business perspective.
State Minister for Investment Evelyn Anite challenged officials of Bank of Uganda why the youth have never received the 200 billion shillings COVID-19 SME Recovery Fund.
Excellency, for that you invested 200 billion. The young people have not accessed this money. I heard them asking questions here. Your Excellency, it is not your responsibility. You did your work. It is now the implementing agencies. And the central bank is here represented by Barugaba. I'd like to ask him to stand up because after here he has to explain to the young people how they will access the money to support their businesses.
Accordingly, only 6% of the youth cite financial institutions as their capital, hence the need to put in place a financial scheme that is youth-friendly.
That is supposed to solve the entrepreneurial challenges in the country is the startup bill that is already in the pipeline and will be tabled by the Honorable Okot Boniface. Your Excellency, we look forward that this bill will be able to enable us as a country not only protect capital venture, but to also specifically look at the particular incentives that young people can be well informed of and utilize to boost their innovators and entrepreneurs.
I'm Nafka Farida in Kampala.
Prime Minister Robin Nabbanja has appealed to the United Nations to support Uganda in its socio-economic transformation agenda if it is to realize sustainable development goals. Nabbanja was presiding over the UN Day celebrations at Kaunda Grounds in Gulu.
The celebrations began with marching from the RCC's office through the streets of Gulu, led by the UN resident coordinator in Uganda, Susan Namondo Ngoge. Nabbanja says that as they celebrate, let them remember that they stand united under the banner of leaving no one behind, recognizing the importance of grassroots engagement in localizing and popularizing the SDGs, and this calls for support from partners.
Let us all use the PDM money profitably. This is our flagship program that government has brought up to Paris level. Please support. I'm glad to note that this event has brought together representatives from central government, district local governments, development partners, civil society organizations, the private sector, youth, students, UN staff, the media, and members of the community. This gathering is a testament to the inclusive spirit that drives us forward.
The Premier assured the UN of government's commitment to engage citizens and promotion of rule of law.
Commit enhancing and sustaining our partnership and networks. Let us remain focused on the actions we need to take the river on the sustainable development goals.
The Minister of State in charge of Northern Uganda, Grace Freedom Quinchwin, says that Northern Uganda is steadily recovering from insurgency.
And therefore bringing the UN goals down to Gulu, to the region, because we cannot achieve the UN goals without achieving it in our small way. If it is poverty, poverty is right here. If it is health, health issues are right here. If it is the girl child, we are all here. If it is water, it is all here. So I want to thank you for bringing this day here so that we can realize our potentials in achieving all these goals.
Susan Namondo Ngogi lauded the government of Uganda for the peace and development in the country, especially in northern Uganda.
Supporting the government to plan this vibrant event. Together, let us recognize that the achievements of the 2030 agenda is not a distant dream. If we put our hands to it, it is a present reality that unfolds with each step that we take.
The mayor of Gulu City, Alfred Okwonga, appealed to the government of Uganda to invest more in health, education and agriculture to create wealth for the people in northern Uganda.
Your office is very able. Let us use all the means and resources so that we can empower people to work by themselves.
The 78th UN Day anniversary commemorations was marked under the theme Accelerating the Achievement of the 2030 Agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals.
First Lady and Minister for Education and Sports, Mrs. Janet Museveni, has commissioned new dormitories and fully furnished computer laboratory at the Salama School for the Blind. In October last year, the school was left in trashes after 12 pupils perished in a fire that gutted it. The First Lady promised to address the challenges faced by the school and commended MTN and other partners for supplementing government efforts to rebuild the school. She was also part of the congregation which prayed for the departed souls of the children who died in the fire.
Unfortunately, we cannot claim the lives gone, but we thank God for the time they lived and pray that their souls rest in peace, and that the parents can find solace in the Lord. It was unfortunate, and it is our prayer that nothing like that should ever happen again. That's why we all thank MTN for what they have done, that we pray and hope that God will use what has been done here, that we may never again see what happened on the 25th of October last year.
Mama, it is this realization that has propelled MTN Foundation to actively engage, that bring about meaningful social changes in this country. The MTN Foundation has 4 focus areas, which we chose because of the need of Ugandans.
I personally believe that giving ourselves in the service of others, providing dignity to the customers that we serve regardless of their background, operating with empathy and compassion, and giving more giving more than we take is a role that we have in this country to create a meaningful difference that will be sustainable into the years to come.
Prosecution has faulted lawyer Shamim Malende for delaying the trial in the case where legislators Mohamed Segrin and Alan Sewanyana and 4 others are accused of terrorism and murders in Greater Masaka. The case, which is at the International War Crimes Division, prosecution informed court that they had made disclosures, all the defense lawyers except Shamim Malende.
The International War Crimes Division Court is proceeding with the pre-trial hearing of the case, where legislators Mohamed Segrinya for Kawempe North, Alan Sewanyana for Machindia West, and 4 others are accused of murder, terrorism, attempted murder, among other offences. Before Justice Ais Kauka Komhanji, prosecution led by Richard Bilvumbuka told court that although some close consultations of disclosures were made to the accused's lawyers, including Arias Lukwago, Evans Ocheng, Caleb Walaka, for lawyer Shamim Malende, it was hard.
Initially, our prosecution had partially disclosed, and in that partial disclosure, Malende was supposed to do the marking.
Lawyer Shamim Malende further objected to the disclosures, alleging that she wasn't served, which prosecution says it is a tactic of delaying the trial. Justice Komhanj has directed prosecution to make the remaining disclosures by 27th November 2023.
Disclose them within a month. So that means what?
The charges against Segirinya, Sewanyana and 4 others arise from the wave of machete killings that occurred in the Greater Massacre, resulting in 2 deaths of more than 20 people and injuring many. Meanwhile, Judge Michael Rubo, in the murder case of Immaculate Onebe, has adjourned the hearing of the matter to the 25th of October 2023 to proceed with the hearing of the case. This followed prosecution to close the evidence of prosecution witness number 5, Jacob Okello.
My Lord, I did not take active role in investigating matters raised on Abasa Gerald, but rather Detective P.C. Manda from Kabalagala Police Division and other investigators from Mutinda Police Division. We only shared some findings and some record to support our investigation of murder.
Businessman Francis Onebe, together with the security guard Oriakot, are accused of murdering Immaculate Onebe and later dumped her body in a septic tank. Rebecca Nantongo, UBC News.
Parliament has today paid tribute to former Minister Henry Magumba Chamba, who died last week. The late Chamba was praised for promoting democracy and good governance.
At 11 a.m., the body of late Henry Magumba Chamba arrived at Parliament and was received by the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayewa. The body was then conveyed to the lobby for public viewing, from where it was taken to the gallery at 2 p.m. for members to pay tribute. The motion of resolution of Parliament to pay tribute to late Chamba was moved by the Minister for East African Affairs, Rebecca Kadaga, backed by the rules of procedures of Parliament.
Honorable Chamba succumbed to diabetes-related complications at URU Care Hospital in Kampala.
The members later eulogized Chamba as a man of impeccable character, soft-spoken and knowledgeable. Government, through Minister Kadaga, praised the late Chamba for promoting democracy and good governance, and also served with utmost dedication and patriotism.
Ideas he illustrated in his book, State of Blood, appreciating that Honorable Henry Chisada Magumba Chamba was a diligent leader who immeasurably participated in shaping the destiny of Uganda and served Uganda with dedication and patriotism. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Parliament collectively conveys to its deepest condolences to the bereaved family, relatives, friends, the people of Uganda, for the loss of a distinguished citizen of this country.
Chamba served in different positions, including Minister for Presidency, Member of Parliament representing the people of Jinja District, Principal Private Secretary during Dr. Milton Obote and Idi Amin regime, among others.
His, by all definition, has been an illustrious career spanning over 50 years in the public service. He had the privilege shared by a few remarkable Ugandans, such as the late Abu Mayanja and the late Mayanja Nkanji.
He is indeed proud of. He associated with people who serve above self, the Rotarians. And in 1996, he participated in the launch of kicking polio out of Africa. And by 2020, indeed, polio was kicked out of Africa.
The Honorable Chamba was a distinguished statesman, as already described by the Right Honorable Prime Minister in the motion. Therefore, I stand here.
And he vividly told me that he put country before self. So whenever called upon, he was willing to serve.
Chamba, who succumbed to diabetes on October 18th, 2023, will be buried on Thursday, 26 in Bugembe, Jinja District. Susan Naung and Daniel Mugoya reporting for UBC TV.
Bibanja owners in their umbrella body, the National Owners, Bibanja National Owners Forum Bibanja National Owners Forum have called for help to have their land safe from land grabbing and scandals like that.
We found that Bibanja holders were lacking a unifying body. That's why we formed Bibanja National Owners Forum as Ugandan, all land users, especially Bibanja holders. And our main aim is to make sure that there is amicably solving the land issue between a Kibanja holder and a landlord. The two people are all land users, but both of them need to have an amicable way of solving their issues. A Kibanja holder has to recognize the landlord, and the landlord also to recognize a Kibanja holder. That's why for us, we are trying to work hand in hand with government. We are proposing if a government introduce the certificate of occupancy for Bibanja holders, I think it will be one of the solutions for the ongoing problems concerning Bibanja. You hear this one is killing the other one, this one there is eviction, all that. We wrote to the Speaker of Parliament concerning introducing certificate of occupancy. And by so doing, we think of that to be one of the solutions for the ongoing land wrangles and issues. Like, for example, somebody with a title. If you have your title, you know that I have land because of the what? Of the title. But the person with the Kibanja, you have a Kibanja, it has the LOC, whatever recommended, but in some banks these days, they don't even allow the Kibanja to get what? A loan. But if we have the certificate of occupancy, it will be like I call it a subtitle, whatever, but in that category. It will be one of the solutions to the ongoing situation as far as land is concerned.
Tulaba enkayana mu mataka mu Uganda.
Enkayana zibadde nnyingi mu mataka wakati w'ab'ebibanja. Nze nkolanga owa fair mu kitongole ekyo. Twasalawo tuteekewo ensawo era nga twagala okubeera nti abantu abazze nga bagobaganyizibwa ku mataka mwe basobola okuddukira mu nsawo eyo okwewola ssente okwegula ku ttaka.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge.
Wano nno tuli Bukoto era lero we tugenda okugaba pichipichi yaffe eri omwanguzi waffe wano we tuzze.
I'm so excited and I'm sure even all the people, all the staff at Kwaliwath are all excited. We thank you very, very much.
Myaka 25 nga MTN eweereza naye nga buli week tugaba pichipichi 5.
Very, very excited. I'm excited about MTN giving back to its customers. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much, MTN. The fact that we have won really shows that people like Mama. Their services are really nice. MTN, your services are okay. The network is good. We are satisfied.
Chikola sense, ne? Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Metu Bus Industries, Namambe, the manufacturers of buses for transporters, schools, tour operators and special purpose vans. Metu Bus Industries offers a range of buses known for safety, comfort and reliability. Depending on your needs, a bus can simply be a point A to point B people mover with just seats or a special design that includes a restroom, power outlet, Wi-Fi, television and a refreshment center. Buy your buses from Metu and support industrialization of Uganda.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Mold Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Mood Technologies, your professional research firm.
So, you are ready to invest in Airtel's initial public offering? Good choice. I'm going to show you how to do it straight from your phone. First, you're going to want to make sure you have a Securities Central Depository SCD account. Dial *185*85# from your Airtel number. Choose Airtel IPO purchase from the available options. Enter your valid national identification number when prompted. Before you purchase, there are a few things you need to know. The minimum purchase is 2,500 shares. The share price is 100 Uganda shillings. Select the number of shares you wish to purchase. Choose your relevant broker for the purchase. Enter your Airtel Money PIN to confirm the transaction. Congratulations! You receive a confirmation message of your successful purchase.
Are you passionate about a healthy living and wealth generation for your household? Learn how you can easily tap wealth and health from Mother Nature using science and technology. Omukenkufu Nyanzi Julius Echuma Chiwagala Chuma has written a knowledge-packed book, Money Grows on Trees, Sente Zimera Committee. Grab your copy today at 20,000 shillings only at Prof Bioresearch Equatorial Mall, Aristoc Booklex branches, Acacia Mall, Garden City, Kampala Road and Jumia, Uganda. Or call 0703 152 152 for deliveries. Remember, Money Grows on Trees, Sente Zimera Committee book is autographed by Omukenkufu Nyanzi Julius himself.
Did you know that you can safely and conveniently make your school fees payments anytime, any school, anywhere using Airtel Money? Oh yes! Simply pick up your phone and dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees. Choose between school pay, peg pay, or shore pay. Enter student number. Enter amount, confirm name and transaction. Enter Airtel Money PIN. A confirmation message will be sent to you upon a successful transaction. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Lagos.
Thank you so much for watching and welcome back from the break. Minister for Kampala and Metropolitan Affairs, Hajat Minsa Kabanda, has advised the Butambala Muslim community to designate land so that she advocates for a government sponsorship for a skills training center. She was at a memorial service of Haji Asadu Sempagala's late son in Butambala.
Minister Kabanda emphasized that Muslims unite for a common purpose and encouraged them to embrace government initiatives.
These are their programs. We have PDM, we have Myoga, we have NADS, we have everything. But sometimes Muslims don't want to attend to meetings, they don't want to embrace government programs. They think they're left out. And I've told them that we have even Islamic banking. Let them look for Islamic banking, let them look for that money, and they get the money and they develop themselves.
During the gathering, she called upon Muslims to get land on which she will solicit for the construction of a skilling center.
They should look for a space, and we talked to government officials who are in charge of skilling programs. They can come also and put a skilling program here, like it is in Masaka, in other areas, Ibundibujo and other places. Let them also look for a place, write to us, then we shall give them a skilling center, because these are government programs which should roll around the country.
Sheikh Sechmwanyi Mahmoud urged Muslims to demonstrate love and respect for their parents as a means to earn spiritual rewards. Sudat Kaye.
The 2017 National Planning Authority report shows that 8 million children attended school in Uganda. The largest proportion go hungry. That 8 million children who attend school in Uganda, the largest proportion go hungry, with only 33% of the children receiving meals at school. This has implication on cognitive development, school performance, and achievement. Government of Uganda, through the Ministry of Education, recognizes the feeding as essential component of a child-friendly school environment, and it improves their performance.
In 2013, government designed the school feeding and nutrition guidelines to improve child health, nutrition and educational performance. However, many schools cannot implement them, especially in Teso primary schools. Parents are responsible for feeding their children, although parents in Teso region still believe the introduction of UPE came with a package to feed the students.
It is a good move if government could put a policy that every parent provides or pays some money to the school. Because this business of saying that each parent to pack, look at a parent in the village who does not even have what to pack. What will that parent pack? But that parent can struggle and get something, get the money, pay the money to the school so that these children will be having a healthy meal.
Bukedia District Education Officer Stephen Okrut said parents are still not aware of their responsibility in the feeding program.
Should spell out that at least a parent should send a child with the following requirements, and also should inform government that teaching hungry learners in our country has affected performance in public institutions. The Commission should spell out the role of parents in regards to school feeding in all public schools, and it should be compulsory. Let parents be compelled, but not just to propose that people can pack food or others can provide any alternative lunch.
The head teacher of Angagam Primary School, Akol Michael, says politicians have interfered with the policy.
Instances whereby our local politicians interfere with the efforts of the school administrators.
The district chairperson for Bukedia District, Ms. Akol Mary, says leaders need to emphasize parents' contribution to learners' feeding.
Government also should feed our children. We, the parents, also should feed our children. That is our role. Of course, you know, in the roles, there's a role for the children going to school. Their responsibility is to go to school and study. But the role of the parents is to ensure that their children feed at school. The children should feed. Parents should really know that these are their children.
At the regional conference in Soroti, designed by Education Policy Review Commission with education stakeholders of TESO, stakeholders emphasized learners' feeding that government needs to address to stop school dropout rate.
The chairman of Near Military Veterans, Kasozi David, has appealed to President Museveni to assist them in securing compensation packages for their contribution in the 1980-86 liberation struggle. The plea was voiced during the opening of the group's office in Kasoma Zone, Luwero Town Council, Luwero District.
The issue of NRA war veterans keeps on coming up, indicating lack of awareness among veterans. Some NRA veterans have opened office in Luwero Town Council to assist colleagues access the veterans packages. The NNYA Military Veterans Chairman, Kasozi David, expressed the group's support for the NRM.
Namuze okulabika nti abantu bafa banya bafuna akasiimo kaabwe ababakyaliwo mu bwangu ddala.
Treasurer Matovu Richard of NNYA Military Veterans added that the veterans did not receive military numbers and ranks, as after the fall of Kampala, they ceased fighting at Karuma Bridge and returned to their civilian lives. The NNYA military veterans, comprising over 3,000 members from the greater Luwero districts of Luwero, Nakaseke and Nakasongola, anticipate compensation as recognition for their contribution during the Liberation War.
Scientists at Nabwin Zone Agricultural Research Development Institute want people in Karamoja sub-region to embrace coffee growing. According to researchers, coffee can grow well in Karenga, Abim and Nakapiripit districts. UBC visited Paul Cordet, a coffee farmer in Nakapiripit district.
Karamoja sub-region is a semi-arid area with an unreliable rain pattern for agriculture. that can only support short-maturing crops like sorghum, green gram, cowpeas, and groundnuts. Nabuin's RD Director Dr. Paulo Kulo and research scientist Dr. Anthony Raphael Ijala say the Institute and the Office of the Prime Minister have introduced a perennial crop growing in Karamoja. Dr. Ijala says Nabuin's RD has completed research on coffee which is currently grown in Abim, Karenga and Nakapiripiri district.
Coffee, we have already put them in zones that are very suitable for coffee growing. In that way, we hope to address many challenges of income and also agro-industrialization in the region.
Growing in Karamoja is very possible. So many people have doubted Karamoja for coffee growing. But like any other high altitude, this is Arabica coffee.
UBC visited Paul Kodet, a model coffee farmer in Lopedru village, Takora sub-country, Nakapiripiri district. Kodet has so far planted over 2,000 coffee plants.
Started this project with a simple trees, about to 56.
Kodet and wife hails Nabuin's RD for the training which has improved farming skills and in turn trained over 40 farmers in the Kapiripiri district. Kodet and
right now, about to 45, I tell you, 45 farmers, strong one. Then from Namalu, about to 5 people, which are planted 15,000 seedlings. 15,000 seedlings. So even now, even the other one also is doing like this. It's a first thing.
Wife shared the secret in coffee farming.
10 acres I've bought because of this. My 2 children, they have already finished senior 4. Then one is in 2 in primary 7.
Nabuin's RD is also helping farmers in value addition.
Once the farmers harvested, we support him to have it processed and have it in a powder form.
Kodet supplements coffee farming with beekeeping at his farm. Arabica coffee is grown in Nakapiripirit and Karenga districts, while Robusta coffee can grow well in areas of Abim district.
Bending. Yes, like this. Yeah. Yes, so that it.
We thank you so much for watching. Let's take another break. Return with business news.
So, you are ready to invest in Airtel's initial public offering? Good choice. I'm going to show you how to do it straight from your phone. First, you're going to want to make sure you have a Securities Central Depository SCD account. Dial *185*85# from your Airtel number. Choose Airtel IPO purchase from the available options. Enter your valid national identification number when prompted. Before you purchase, there are a few things you need to know. The minimum purchase is 2,500 shares. The share price is 100 Uganda shillings. Select the number of shares you wish to purchase. Choose your relevant broker for the purchase. Enter your Airtel Money PIN to confirm the transaction. Congratulations! You receive a confirmation message of your successful purchase.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Mold Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Mood Technologies, your professional research firm.
Mbakemye lubona. Mubaire muli kolati.
Ndide kulagirira ono ngeri gyebawayo kumbaga ya mwene ngakozesa momope.
Eisimu eriwa gye buliko.
Tola yesimu wena nakobya ironi geisimu tobulira.
Eisimu yiri.
Niga sita ndala mukaga 5 sita 3 otewe ashi onige yesi. Balese chawo.
Balese merchant code gye balisaba. Mama kadi balati.
Kayo buzono wachi tamu nsanvu nsanvu mirundi 3.
Balisaba.
Tamu sente lewe.
Baleta mobile money.
Mobile money.
Bali kunsa pini.
Bucha mpiniyo.
Iwa imwe basasula.
Aye baba embaga ya mwene mwekuwoniza.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Are you passionate about a healthy living and wealth generation for your household? Learn how you can easily tap wealth and health from Mother Nature using science and technology. Omukenkufu Nyanzi Julius Echuma Chiwagala Chuma has written a knowledge-packed book, Money Grows on Trees, Sente Zimera Committee. Grab your copy today at 20,000 shillings only at Prof Bio Research Equatorial Mall, Aristoc Booklex branches, Acacia Mall, Garden City, Kampala Road, and Jumia, Uganda. Or call 0703-152-152 for deliveries. Remember, Money Grows on Trees, Sente Zimera Committee book is autographed by Omukenkufu Nyanzi Julius himself.
Uganda, get ready for a run that will light up lives. Youth Go Green, in partnership with the Ministry of Energy, invites you to be a part of the 5th SDG run under the theme Run for Energy Access. Her Excellency Jessica Alupo, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, will flag off this epic run on Sunday, 29th October 2023 at Kololo Grounds starting at 7:30 a.m. Register today for the 5-kilometer, 10-kilometer and 17-kilometer run and book your kit at only 20,000 shillings. Call 0788-964-857 or 0701-030-673. Come run for your SDG.
Did you know that you can safely and conveniently make your school fees payments anytime, any school, anywhere using Airtel Money? Oh yes! Simply pick up your phone and dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees. Choose between school pay, Peg Pay, or Sure Pay. Enter student number. Enter amount. Confirm name and transaction. Enter Airtel Money PIN. A confirmation message will be sent to you upon a successful transaction. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Juko. Yo. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret? Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM? Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk. No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a portrait project, and now things are moving. Joko, I thought I was one of your friends. You are, but you left me behind. I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief, and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government, designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
UBC News, welcome back from the break. Uganda is set for a mineral wealth boom as a gold mine opens at Wagagai in the eastern part of the country. Dormant mines revived and a processing facility for rare earth minerals installed. Mines to be revived include copper and salt mines in Kasese, among others. This was disclosed during a media briefing by Uganda Chamber of Mines and Petroleum, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, plus the private sector about a forthcoming two-day mineral wealth conference set for Kampala next week.
That is members from the Kenya Chamber of Mines, Tanzania Chamber of Mines, Congo, Rwanda, and South Sudan. We are working together as an East African chamber
Stakeholders in the mineral and petroleum sector have predicted that Uganda is to become one of the wealthiest countries in the region once large-scale industrial processing of minerals begins.
In terms of a proven reserve for gold, they are putting up a formidable, largest gold mine that the country has never had. So we hope by next year we can have official opening of that mine. Because from the days of claim, this is going to, for me, the first stage for the country to say, yes, we have a mine worth talking about.
A commissioner at Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development in charge of license administration, Vincent Keddy, says an aerial mapping of mineral wealth in Uganda indicated abundant valuable minerals underneath that include petroleum, gold and rare earth, among others.
Because Uganda is richly endowed with a variety of mineral resources, you know them, including marble, gold, copper, cobalt, tin, tungsten, iron ore, beryllium, limestone, salt, phosphate, graphite, lithium, rare earth. The list goes on and on.
This was disclosed during a joint media briefing also addressed by the chairman, Uganda Chamber of Mines and Petroleum, Sir Richard Henry Kaijuka, together with the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, about a forthcoming two-day mineral wealth conference set for next week.
We are going to talk about women in mining, and that is an emerging issue. We want to spend some time on the artisanal miners. We'll talk, and the chairman hinted on this, about the green minerals and the critical minerals, basically. We want to deal with issues of the environment and climate change and how it affects the mining and vice versa.
Henry Kaijuka, who is a former Minister for Energy and Mineral Development, explained that Uganda is abundantly gifted with minerals and commended government for banning exports of unprocessed minerals.
Rare earth as a value addition policy. For some of you who may not be familiar with the rare earth, is one of the critical minerals. These are 17 elements, remember. By the time you separate them, we are talking about a big investment of over $1 billion.
The Mineral Wealth Conference will have participants from Chamber of Mines and Petroleum from across East African countries, and it is to be addressed by experts in the mining sector.
We've been conducting exploration activities in Eastern Uganda for the last 10 years. It's actually over 10 years. And we are present in the districts of Bugweri, Mayugeri, Ujiri, and Iganda, doing exploration for rare earth.
I'm Nafka Farida and Deo Habimana.
Opportunity Bank has supported leaders of the parish development model in Kamuli district with computers and skills training to enhance service delivery. The details of this initiative are outlined in the following report as given to us by Vincent Wamundu, our reporter.
Opportunity Bank has donated laptops worth 25 million to PDM officers in Kamali district to ease PDM activities in the district. Kamali District Deputy RDC Sarah Kasada emphasized the importance of careful handling of the laptops by parish chiefs.
Batusuubiza nti bajja kutraininga abakozi baffe olwaleero baba trainings era nsaba era ndese nga mbakubidde nga mbataddeko emphasize balina okubeera ne discipline ate nebyo bye babayigiriza bibayambe nti disbursement oba essente endala ezigenda okujja eza parish model babe nga basobola okuba nti buli kimu baprofilinga abantu basobola okukola reports n'okukola list ne payments za ba parish chiefs.
Representing Opportunity Bank, Amos Bona shared that they have extended this initiative to ensure that people benefit from the government program. He said there was training provided to parish chiefs and circle leaderships across various districts.
As our commitment under pillar number 6 of PDM that looks at digitization, but we notice there's a very slow pace of paying out. So to catapult the payout rate, we decided to give them laptops, but most importantly train them so that they can get the vouchers very quickly, profile the people very quickly, and we get the payouts going through.
The CDO of Kamoli District, Leo, commended the government for the transformative impact of the PDM initiative on the lives of the people in Kamoli District.
Nayenga chenda bye kati at least abantu abasukanga mu 10 buli muluka bamaze ofuna sente zo akakadde kamu era abantu ekiddako kwe kulaba nti sente zino bazikozesa nga bwe basaba era kyemanyi nti aba batandise ozikozesa abamu tubalambudde ntubasanga nga bakoze eddala ekyo kyennyini kye bazisabirira era tulaba nti waliwo progress ejja newankubadde waliwo abo abamu boolaba nti ate basaba kino ate ne bakola ekirala ekyo tukivumira tubagamba nti nabaddako okufuna kyosabidde eddala okukola nti kyoyagala kikolebwe kitusaba nti naawe kiwandikoze.
Government is considering lowering the eligibility age for elderly persons meant to benefit from the social assistance grants for empowerment. This is aimed at bringing all needy elderly persons on board to benefit from the fund, including those living with disabilities.
Some may not be able to walk, but others cannot even crawl without support. Yet, a good percentage have not yet been enrolled for the social assistance grants for empowerment. The reasons center on eligibility, as some look seemingly younger than their age.
You find a woman of almost looking like a baboon, and the age in the ID is 50 or 30. Imagine.
The Parliamentary Forum on Social Protection is in the north to monitor progress of such initiatives. Some of the reports gathered seem unfriendly.
Some of our old people, old as they are, they carry them to the paying centers, they receive the money, and when they go back, they die within a day or two.
Because this age we are implementing, 80 years, in my district, you hardly find those people. Why? Because of the too much difficulties that are affecting our region.
At Patwal Village, Lavarumo Parish in Palaro Sub-County of Gulu District, these elderly persons trek long distances to pick their money, but with not much to take back home.
So because older persons find it a challenge to reach to these pay points, the consideration by them is that this number of pay points should be increased so that accessibility is improved.
These are some of the anomalies government needs to address.
What we have done analysis on is lowering the eligibility age to 75 years, from 80 to 75, based on the economic performance of the economy, how the government may be able to consider. So
at least in terms of reduction of age, attention and priority should be given to the PWDs who are older persons because they are already challenged. Age is another disability.
The Social Assistance Grant for Empowerment is a social protection program targeting elderly persons above 80 years. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Entebbe Golf Club will host the Entebbe Golf Open after nearly 3 years hold. The returning tournament that has attracted over 200 participants and will take place between the 1st and 4th of November has been boosted by a 300 million Uganda shilling sponsorship from Stanbic Bank Uganda for 3 years.
After taking a break in 2019 due to COVID-19, the Entebbe Golf Open has returned to the Ugandan scene, this time with a new title sponsor, Stanbic Bank. The bank has committed 300 million Uganda shillings to the annual event for a period of 3 years, starting with this year's event.
The package is 300 million shillings over the 3 years, which is 100 million a year. All of it is for golf through Entebbe Club. All of it is for golf. That number might escalate beyond that, is more than that, because the other activities that we do, those are on the Stanbic side to ensure the success.
And we are doing this
to fulfill one of our basic commitments, which is to engage and connect with our customers. And in so doing, we'll be able to develop and nurture the game of sport. We will actually have great prizes for the players to win, worth 36 million shillings. We also have the ultimate prize, which is the hole-in-one, which is a Toyota Fortuner that the lucky winner can walk away with.
To see a company which comes out and sponsor 10,000 USD for professionals, it promotes the game of golf among professionals, East Africa and Africa at large.
The Stanbic Entebbe Golf Open is organized by the Entebbe Golf Club and is expected to have over 200 participants.
This tournament is a big tournament. Like they have said, we are going to have as many professionals as possible. I invite all the members, the golfing community, to come and participate. It will be full of fun and many prizes.
Because we have a very, very big mix this time. We have a mix of professionals, which is the main event, which is the main focus. This year we have at least gotten the recognition from the Safari Tour, and it's actually going to be it's on the tour calendar now. It's on the Safari Tour calendar, so it is a very big event with international recognition. The hole-in-one is usually actually on a par 3. It will be one par 3, and whoever wins it over those 4 days, the span of 4 days, if it even gets to the 4th day.
The tournament will tee off on the 1st of November 2023 and go on until the 4th of November 2023 at the Entebbe Golf Course. Grace Joyce Kemigisa, UBC News.
That brings us to the end of news tonight. Thanking you so much for watching wherever you are. My name is Michael Jordan LUKOMWA with Elizabeth Nakakoni and the whole team. Wish you the best of the night. Bye-bye.